Hello, everybody. Welcome to Breakthrough Strategies. For those of you all who don't know me, my name is Darlene Tawia. I am your HR advocate and organizational turnaround strategist, here to help you manage your way through the sometimes murky waters at work. You know it gets tough. It really does. Been there, done that, so I know. So look, today is going to be a really quick video. I promised on Tuesday I was going to talk about Christmas party etiquette. You know I always like to come to you with a couple of stories. So I'm going to give you some tips. I'm going to, no, my Breakthrough Strategies tribe, I know you don't need these tips. This is for the new folks. All right. So I'm going to give you a few tips. I'm going to give you a couple of stories, and I can think of a real live example. I'm going to share that with you too. But before I do that, let me plug my 444 Career Masterclass that's happening on January 6th for each Saturday in January for 2 hours from 9 a.m. to 11 a.m. The first week, we're going to go over resumes, your resume on a Zoom platform. You don't have to go anywhere. All you have to do is log on your computer and log onto your computer, I should say. And I'm going to go line by line with you so that when you're done, your resume is absolutely perfect. The second week, we're going to talk about behavioral-based interviews. I used to write these behavioral-based interviews. I used to interview people using that tool, so I know exactly what they're asking, why they're asking, and what it is you need to say. So I'll teach you to answer those skillfully. So the third week, we're going to talk about networking, even if you're shy like me. And yes, I am shy. I talk a lot, but I'm shy. I have my moments. So we're going to talk about that. We're going to talk about your LinkedIn profile. I'm going to show you how to do it. Get those pictures done. Folks, we got to get some professional pictures out there of yourselves, because perception is everything. And that's where all the recruiters hang out, believe it or not. So if you're not on LinkedIn, I'm going to help you get onto LinkedIn and show you how to do it the right way. And lastly, all of my wonderful recruiter friends have agreed to have a virtual cup of coffee with each one of you all. So that is 4 weeks of, I don't want to say instruction, but coaching around career so that you can get yourself prepared to get that job, to land that job that you want in 2018. I'm going to show you how to do it the quick way, the right way. All right. So that's my plug for the 444 Career Masterclass. And I want to encourage you to do this. Go to, not HTTP, but just type in your URL, masterclass.breakthroughstrategies.org. Again, that's masterclass.breakthroughstrategies.org. And there's a video of me explaining everything. So I hope you go there and check it out. If you can't use it, please promise me that you will copy that link and send it to someone who can. That's your Christmas present to me, right? Don't you want to give me a Christmas present? I've given you one. Hey, I come here for free every Tuesday and Thursday, so help a sister out, okay? All right, so we're going to jump into Christmas party tips. First thing I'm going to say about that is, ladies, wear some clothes. Dressing for success is not just dressing in the office for success. You want to be mindful of what you wear to the Christmas parties. And young ladies, wear panties. Because you don't know when Tara's going to take a tumble and fall off the table or fall on the dance floor. Yes, I've seen it happen. Wear your panties, ladies. You don't know what accident is going to happen, all right? Ladies, gentlemen, do not flirt at the Christmas parties. Don't do that. Hey, Pat, how you doing? Bring them on camera. What is that? I don't know what that means. That must be a new feature. But hey, Pat, how are you? So, ladies, wear panties to the Christmas party. You don't know if you're going to take a tumble or not. Nobody wants to see all of that. Ladies and gentlemen, do not flirt at the Christmas party. It could go wrong. You could be a little inebriated, which means a little intoxicated. Your intentions could be misperceived, and it could affect you back at the job. The other thing, use this opportunity to network. So be careful about how much you drink, and go up to a table or go up to the bar or dance with somebody you've been trying to get to know, one of the leaders that you've been trying to advance your career, but do it in an appropriate and professional way. Start a conversation. Ask them to be your mentor, but somebody you've been eyeing who can help you launch your career in a different direction. let's see. I talked about drinking, dancing, wear the appropriate attire. It's really, really important. You never know. Somebody's always watching. And as a former executive, I was one who would sit back and watch and just see how people would show up, and with my HR hat on too, how people would show up and conduct themselves at Christmas parties. It says a lot about how you represent yourself, how you're going to represent the organization when you're in a less formal organization. So let's just be really, really careful about how we conduct ourselves, with the drinking, with the conversations that we have, because it could really affect you. Like I said, this was going to be a really quick video, so I can't think of any more tips, but let me tell you this. So there was a woman. She was an attorney for the organization that I work for. She was really, really buttoned up at work. One of those stiff-necked attorneys, right? Well respected. Well, she had been at the organization, I'd say about 10 months, because it was time for the Christmas party. It hadn't quite been a year. So this lady, I watched her go from, there were like 4 bar stations. I watched her go from bar station to bar station to bar station. Hey, Shauna, how are you doing? I knew she was going to get lit. This lady got so lit. Every time there was a record played, which the music was constantly going, she was on the floor dancing, pulling on folks' husbands, being all inappropriate. It was just really, really shocking because she was so buttoned up at work, right? So she started dancing and got to moving and doing her thing on the dance floor. I'm sorry, my computer's messing up. And her panties fell to the floor. Her panties fell on the floor. Guess what she did? She picked them up and she started swinging them and dancing. Do not drink too much at the Christmas party. I'm telling you, this lady was crazy. You are dressed in... Oh, thank you, Shauna. Thank you, Shauna. Hey, this is Darlene Tawia. That was one story. I always forget to tell people to like and share this video. Hey, welcome to Breakthrough Strategies. This is Darlene Tawia. I'm your HR advocate and organizational turnaround strategist, here to help you manage your sometimes murky waters at work. I help you with your HR problems when you can't go to your HR folks. And right now I'm talking about Christmas party etiquette. So this lady actually, this was a lawyer, a corporate attorney. She was a grown woman, as a matter of fact. I don't even think a little kid would. The lady picked them up and started swinging them. So, of course, the CEO had someone usher her off the floor. I was at the party. I wasn't doing anything. I was sitting back there watching. So you just got to manage yourself, especially if you can't handle your alcohol. So anyway, that's one story. Another story is a story that I read. Oh, but let me tell you this. The point of that story is be careful how you move outside of work, outside of the professional workplace. The corporate party is not the place to get loose, get lit, get crazy, all right? Because what happened a month later, this woman did not have a job. And what she doesn't know, I don't know if she's watching or what, but it was directly related to her behavior at the Christmas party. So my point in telling you that is that your misbehavior or inappropriate behavior can impact your employment. So be very, very careful about what you say, what you do, how much you drink, so on and so forth. So I'm going to close with this. I read about this guy. He was a janitor, and people didn't really treat him. He wasn't very well respected at his job, and they didn't like him. So he was going to retire, and so the company chose to combine his retirement party with the Christmas party. So what he did, the company, everybody exchanged gifts, and they had this company Christmas tree. You put your gifts under the Christmas tree. So he came in with a big bag of gifts. So he put his bag under the Christmas tree, and not very long after, he bid everyone adieu. He went off to wherever he was going for retirement. So when everybody got back to work a few days later, they began to open up their gifts, and they were in very small packages from him. They opened this bag. Do you know it was sulfuric acid? Drain cleaner? That's not nice. I shouldn't be laughing, but it's kind of funny to me. So I guess the moral of this story is be careful how you treat people. But I wouldn't advise you to do that unless you were retiring like this guy. But anyway, everybody, I just wanted to come before you today with those tips and remind you to go to masterclass.breakthroughstrategies.org and watch that video, share it out with someone who may need it, and have a wonderful, wonderful weekend. I hope you got a little laugh out of this video. Hey, if you need me, call me. Take care. Just hit me up on my website and I'll get right back to you if I can. All right. Or you can go to my website. I think there's a chat box or something right there. You can get me live, or just on my Facebook page, hit me up. Tell me you need to talk to me. You got a problem you need for me to solve? I'm more than happy to help you. But anyway, I want you guys to have a happy holiday, and I will see you again on Tuesday. I'm going to find some other crazy stories to talk to you about. All right. Take care. See you Tuesday. Have a great weekend. Bye.